us, we have A Monster in the Attic. It's all about the Sundance Film Festival. Erica, Harrell, and Danny Daneau are joining us. Erica is in LA, and Danny is in Orlando. Welcome to the show, guys.
We're here.
Now, you guys were just recently in Salt Lake City at the Sundance Film Festival. For those who haven't been, how was it? Did you get to see some of these stars, and how was your film?
Well, the festival, it was fantastic. It was actually a lot different than I thought it was going to be. It was a lot more low-key. I expected it to be this big sort of glam fest. It was my first time as well. And it was a lot, the festival itself was actually a lot more low-key than I thought it was going to be. Really trying to focus on film, not as much on celebrity. Everything around the festival, though, is very sort of, overhyped and crazy. And we did see a lot of celebrities while we were out there. But I was actually impressed. I was impressed with the focus of the festival on film and, on the type of quality of material they have there.
Now, you were both part of the panel, and you were both got some money, which is the first time the money has been distributed or given out. Can you tell us about the panel and the monies that you got for your film?
Sure. We were the recipients of the first Southern Utah Student Film Incentive, and they read our script and gave us $20,000 towards our budget.
Nice.
And we were the first to receive it. So the panel was basically an announcement of this initiative that they want to continue every year.
What is your movie about?
Well, the film's called A Monster in the Attic. It's about two children who are left alone by their parents in the middle of the turn of century West. And the parents never come home. And so these two children have to fight to survive in the very harsh elements of the American West. They live in this farmhouse. It's deserted, and the elements are incredibly harsh. And the film's called A Monster in the Attic because when we enter the story, we learn that these kids aren't totally alone.
I have a couple of questions. It's about these two kids. Was it difficult filming children and directing children, and how can people see your film?
Yeah, it was. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love working with it. Everything I've done up to this point has been working with kids, with child actors. And the thing about it is a lot. These are two kids who carry the weight of it's a feature-length film. Any actor, if you give any actor the challenge, two actors to carry a whole feature film, that's a huge task. And these are two kids, 10-year-old kids. And they do such a great job. I think these kids are... I've never seen really performances like these kids give for this movie. And the thing about working with a child actor is that when they get there, when you can get them into that real moment to stop acting and just be themselves and be in the moment, it's more real than any great actor performance you can imagine. You get this true sense of being in the moment and not pretending not pretending that I'm in this place. They are in this place. It's real magic. I think we've got a lot of great moments like that. The film right now we're actually still in post-production. We got three more months of cutting. We're going to be done in May. What we showed at Sundance was a few clips from our behind the scenes, talking about shooting in Utah, and then we ended it with showing a couple clips from the actual film. So in May, we'll be completely fully mixed, ready to show the film. And we'll be, hoping to premiere it sometime soon at, a festival near you.
What is your shooting schedule like with the actors?
Our website, which is monsterintheattic.com, has updates nearly every day of behind-the-scenes stuff and sort of what's going on in our post-production of the film.
Hey, Danny and Erica, what was your shooting schedule like on the film? How many days straight did you work with these kids?
Well, they can't have the kids very long, can they?
No, I mean, did you have the kids like every day, 30 days? How many locations were you at?
We actually, we shot during the summer of last year, so the kids were out of school, so we could use them for longer hours during the day. We shot about 26 days. And we couldn't shoot every single day because you can't work them 7 days a week.
Right.
So, it took a little over a month to complete shooting. And we were basically all of our interiors were in a historic home in the city of Kanab in Utah, and our exteriors were about 30 miles outside of town in property owned by the Bureau of Land Management, so we had to get special permission to shoot out there, and we also built a structure in the middle of nowhere in the desert.
Hey, Erica,
So
Danny, we have
exciting.
to wrap up, but real quick, what was the inspiration behind the film?
That's a great question. It really comes from, I was a very scared kid, like, you know, like every kid is, but it was extreme for me. A very scared child, and I always sort of look back to my childhood, this idea of when it was that you grow up, when all of a sudden those stuffed animals that you have conversations with stop talking to you. What is that exact moment that we lose that? And it's something I always sort of go back to, and I'm always exploring. And for me, I was drawing a lot on that, and drawing a lot on the fears I had as a child, and really questioning what is the nature of these fears. You know, I think it's the one thing that I think is universal. We all have these fears, and what is it? What is that one universal idea? What is that one universal fear that we're all sort of running from, that we're hiding from? And do we ever really lose it, or does it just evolve when we grow up?
Well, we have to go, but give us that website again that with your daily updates on it that anybody can go and check out.
The website is www.monsterintheattic.com.
Wonderful. Thank you guys
Danny.
very much
Thank you,
for calling
Erica.
in. I hope you guys are feeling better after your fever.